Imagine a place that held almost all the knowledge of the ancient world. A single building containing hundreds of thousands of scrolls with wisdom gathered from across civilizations. This wasn't a fantasy. This was the Great Library of Alexandria, the intellectual heart of the ancient world. But what happened to it? How did humanity lose such an incredible treasure? Let's travel back in time to uncover the story of its rise and tragic fall. The story begins around the 3rd century BCE in Alexandria, a bustling, cosmopolitan city in Egypt founded by Alexander the Great. His successor, Ptolemy I Soter, a general, a scholar, and a king, envisioned something revolutionary. He wanted to build a universal library, a place to collect all the world's knowledge. His goal wasn't just to hoard books, it was to create a center for research and learning, a precursor to our modern universities, and so the Great Library was born. Part of a larger research institution called the Mauseon, or Institution of the Muses. Scholars, scientists, philosophers, poets, and mathematicians from all over the known world were invited to live and work there, all expenses paid by the royal treasury. Imagine being in the company of geniuses like Euclid, the father of geometry, Eratosthenes, who calculated the circumference of the Earth with stunning accuracy, and Archimedes, the brilliant inventor and physicist. They weren't just reading scrolls. They were creating new knowledge that would shape the future. The library's collection was legendary. Agents were sent out to buy any book they could find. Ships docking in Alexandria as harbor were required to surrender their books to be copied by the library as scribes. The original was kept, and a copy was returned to the owner. It's estimated that at its peak, the library held between 400,000 and 700,000 papyrus scrolls. This was everything from Greek philosophy and epic poetry to Egyptian medicine and Babylonian astronomy. It was the ancient world's internet, a central hub connecting the greatest minds of the era. So where did it all go? The story of the library's destruction is not a single, dramatic event, but a slow, painful decline over centuries. The first major blow came in 48 BCE during Julius Caesar's civil war in Alexandria to defend his position. Caesar's forces set fire to ships in the harbor. The fire spread and, according to some ancient accounts, accidentally burned down a warehouse holding scrolls destined for the library, or possibly part of the library itself. While this was a significant loss, it wasn't the end. The library survived and was even rebuilt. However, the golden age was over. The centuries that followed were marked by political instability, budget cuts, and shifting cultural tides. Scholars were expelled during periods of civil strife. The intellectual spirit that had fueled the library began to fade. The collection suffered from neglect and a lack of new acquisitions. The final blows came much later. In the 3rd century CE, the Emperor Aurelian destroyed the part of the city where the main library was located during his conquest of Alexandria. What was left of the collection, likely housed in a smaller daughter library at the Serapeum Temple, faced its own end. In 391 CE, under the decree of Emperor Theodosius I, Christian patriarch Theophilus of Alexandria led a mob that destroyed the pagan temple of the Serapeum. While it's debated how many scrolls were still there, this act symbolized the final, definitive end of the great intellectual tradition the library had once represented, the loss of. The Great Library of Alexandria is an immeasurable tragedy. We can only speculate about the scientific discoveries, historical records, and literary masterpieces that vanished forever. It is a powerful reminder of how fragile knowledge can be and how vital it is to preserve and share it. The legacy of the library, however, is not just one of loss. It's an inspiration, a testament to humanity's timeless quest for understanding. It laid the foundation for libraries and universities for millennia to come. Its memory continues to fuel our passion for learning and exploration. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey into the past fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history. What lost wonder should we explore next? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.